What's going on, everybody? My little love muffin. I think that's what I want to call you guys. How is it going? I'm definitely back, right? So sorry that it took a while for me to do my second video to my mini series. And today's topic, well, hold up, let us just recap for a little bit. The last subject that I discussed was having standards and being consistent, right? So that's what we talked about. Just a little recap. Standards never change, okay? You can compromise in other areas, but standards are not for changing. They're made for letting the individual know. It's basically who you are. It's defining you. It is the foundation to who you are as an individual, right? Right. So that was just a little preview. If you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out right now and then come back to this one. So I got my little phone here and I have my little notes, and we're gonna go into the second topic, which is value yourself, know your worth, don't settle, take care of you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and financially, right? So this topic, I know it's kind of like, how does this help me find my man, Ayana? Valuing yourself and knowing your worth is everything. This is what encompasses confidence, okay? I feel like if you do not have confidence, a man can see that you don't have confidence. You have to be willing to love yourself first before anyone else can love you, right? So, I mean, I'm a Christian. I say that so many times, but it's the truth. I'm a Christian, and for me, I feel like my first love is the Lord. I feel like he's the epitome of what love is, right? And because he laid down his life. Not many people can lay down your life for someone, right? Would you really say that you can die for someone today, like right now? Can you die for someone right now? Everybody could do that, right? So, I just look at that and it just shows you how we as just human beings, we're fragile and we are not as strong as we think we are, right? So the thing about it is, you have to love yourself first before anyone else can love you. So you have to know your worth. Like, you are royalty, okay? You are beautiful. You have to tell yourself that consistently. I know as women, we sometimes, and as men, if you men are watching my channel, but sometimes, of course, we all have insecurities, right? So the thing about it is, everyone has insecurities, but we shouldn't let those insecurities take over or diminish who we are, right? So we shouldn't really focus on those things. We really should focus on just your inner beauty. First, yes, of course, outer beauty. You want to take care of yourself. You want to exfoliate. You want to drink lots of water. I don't drink lots of water. I fail at that. But you want to take care of yourself, okay? You want to be able, as women, your hair is your crown, okay? You want to get it done. When you love yourself first, I'm going to keep saying it, and it's going to be ingrained in you. That's when other people can love you. So know your worth, okay? Knowing your worth is being able to just focus on me, Ayana. Now, when I was single back years ago, I was in a long committed relationship, and now I'm just using me as an example. And it was so hard, especially when you're with someone for 6 years, and then that relationship falls apart and you're just like, what the heck, right? Because your life revolved around that person for so long. So it was just kind of like, okay, how can I get back to Ayana? or how can I get back to me? Like, how can I get back to what I used to do, what I love, what I've done without the person that I used to be in a relationship with? How can I do that? And what I have done, it was definitely a process. And I will say that I didn't jump into relationships right away. Honestly, it took me 4 years to heal from that situation. And I know it's like, whoa, 4 years. But imagine like growing up and literally being with someone when you were 15 till you were like 20, 21, 15 turning 16 to 21. It's a lot, you know? So that's a long time. You guys experience prom together, experience milestones, graduating college. I mean, not college, but graduating high school. You know what I mean? Those are milestones. So it was a lot, and I kind of was trying to understand how I can get over this, because it was annoying. Like in the beginning, of course, you're like a stalker, right? You want to know what the person's doing. You kind of want them back. And then you finally are learning to just, you know, enjoy yourself, go out more, not worry about what he or she is doing, right? And for me, it was deleting his number out of my phone. It was going to church, and even though I didn't want to hear, sometimes I was so cold because I was just angry sometimes. Just being able to be in the presence of, you know, other Christians, and just like, you know, just sitting under that covering kind of like it was healing me and mending me, and I didn't even know it, right? So for me, my mother was just like, Ayana, you have to take care of yourself. And I lost a lot of weight. I was skinny, and I didn't realize that whole ordeal had such an impact on my life, right? And it may not even be like you being in a relationship. It can just be failure. It can be anything that can have such a drastic effect on your life, right? So for me, it was just that, and stress of school and just everything. I looked like a skeleton. I was really skinny, and I didn't think I was until I saw pictures, and I was like, whoa, you know? But my mother was just like, go out, like, have fun. And I felt like I didn't have any friends, because I felt like my life kind of like revolves around my boyfriend at the time. And it's funny though, that's another topic we're gonna talk about probably later down the line. But yeah, I had friends. It was just that when you're in a relationship, sometimes your relationship has priorities sometimes. And I know a lot of people was like, no, my friends come first. When you get married, that's a different story. You see, for me, perspective like a relationship, when I got into a relationship, it was always like the intention of marriage. Some people don't do that, but for me, as I told y'all in my previous videos, I'm very conservative, right? But let me not go on a tangent and get back to the story. So I decided to go to the gym. I decided, you know, to take care of me. I started to get my nails done more, went shopping, got my hair done, and you know, I started to look good for me, not for nobody. And I started to develop my confidence a little bit more, and that took time. And as I told you guys, it was 4 years. 4 years of really trying to come back to who I was, and just knowing who I am and knowing what my worth is. And one thing I can say about my previous relationship, I have no animosity towards that person. However, I will say that during that relationship, it has taught me so much. See, you shouldn't be angry about why things didn't work out. You know why? Because there may be something so much better and so much greater in store that it's like, why was I fretting? You know what I mean? I felt like that relationship honestly prepared me for the relationship that I'm in now. I've learned so much. My ex, I would say, he was a gentleman. And like I told you guys in previous videos, I didn't know how to handle him being so affectionate and being so like such a gentleman, just being too nice. It was just like, oh my gosh, like you're doing the most. But really it was because I didn't know like that was like love. Like, I mean, he came from like, you know, a 2-parent household. I was a single parent household. And like, you know, I saw things a little different. I was very independent and I'm good. I don't need nobody type of thing. And he just wanted to be like, you know, very romantic and just do things just because. And it took a very long time for me to, you know, kind of get used to it, right? And I've grown, and I feel like a lot of females, some females, not all, they're not used to that. So, you know, it's kind of off-putting at times to some of them. It's just like, yeah, like you're a little too soft, like, I don't know. And sometimes, like, the female could be like, you know, a little overpowering at times because the man is just so nice. And like, women can't do that. And honestly, if you're controlling your man, I don't think that like that's even a relationship. And the man himself shouldn't even tolerate that. Like, no. And I'm only saying that because I used to be like that, and I realized how it's not right. It's not nice, you know. Like I said before, everyone has insecurities, and sometimes our words can be very dangerous, you know. So we have to be watchful of just what we say to each other when you're arguing, or just vice versa. But to just take it back, you know, it has taught me so much. It really taught me what I want and what I don't want, as I stated in my first video, you know. Know what you really want, what you're looking for in a guy. I realized that although that was not like what I was used to, I realized I loved it after a while, you know. After the years of just sending me flowers just because, or showing up at my school at random times with like a box of chocolate, or calling me early in the morning to just say, how are you? Or just calling me or texting me throughout the day. I realized, you know, wow, you know, he cares. That's, you know, I love those qualities. I think that's what I want in whoever I'm with at the next time. You know what I mean? So I would say that relationship has taught me a lot, and it took time for me to move on, but it took time. And I feel like sometimes men and sometimes women, they don't allow themselves to kind of go through that period of just aloneness and just being by yourself and just trying to figure out you. I feel like when you are at a good place of just understanding what you love and who you are as an individual, then you're able to give and be vulnerable, you know, to men, you know what I mean? Whoever you're in a relationship with. So knowing your value is very important because others can see that through you. So if you are not confident within yourself, that resonates all in your face. It resonates in the way you speak. It resonates in the way you walk. It resonates in the way you talk. It all encompasses like a lot of things. That's why you have to be mindful. Like, you need to take care of yourself. Whenever you're on the road, you never know who you will meet. You know, my mother used to tell me, even if I'm throwing away the garbage, you know, put yourself together. You never know. You never know who you meet. You may throw out the garbage and boom, walk right into your husband. You don't know that. You know what I mean? Always put yourself together. And honestly, it will make yourself feel better, you know? Like, take care of you, pamper yourself, love yourself first. And know know what you can offer and know how royal you are and know what you are not going to tolerate and what you can tolerate, and let that be known. Like, guys know when a girl is serious and when they're not. They know a girl who has standards and who does not. And they also know when to respect a woman and when they have none whatsoever, like, respect for anyone. So that's why I'm saying, just everything. Present yourself, like, according to what you want to be, how you want to be received, right? So that's just a little bit of just valuing yourself and just knowing your worth. It's just really taking care of yourself, understanding that what you are, what you and who the Lord created you to be, you're unique. It's just like a fingerprint, right? Every fingerprint in the whole entire world is different. Even twins, as well as identical twins. Every fingerprint in the world is different. It's crazy, right? So, and that just shows you how different you are. And even when you say, oh my gosh, where's my man? Like, I don't know where he is. There is someone out there for you, specifically made and who was created for you. Like, don't get so caught up, like, where, and don't settle. Don't settle. See, this literally segues into this next topic, which is don't settle. And just because a guy has a nice car or he dresses well doesn't make him husband material, okay? Looks fade as you get older, okay? Your wedding day is a day. It's not your whole life, okay? Those things fade. Money cannot buy you happiness. Money can buy you temporary happiness, but it cannot buy you what you want. Like, in terms, like, there would always be a void. Point blank period. There will always be a void. So back to, like, just not settling, right? So just because a guy has a nice car or, you know, he has a nice house and all that stuff doesn't necessarily mean that he will be an amazing man to you, right? Women would love, even though a lot of people's like, yes, he has to have money, he has to do this, he has to do that. Let me tell you something. You can have money, you can have all the money in the world and not be able to be loving, not be able to respect the woman that you're with or man you're with. Be so cold, you know what I mean? So it's like little things that you have to look out for. You shouldn't settle. Like, okay, well, I've been around the dating pool for a long time and I just feel like I just keep picking up the wrong men. You know what? I might as well just marry this person because, you know, I just feel like the right one's not out there. Don't do that, because you will possibly miss out on your Prince Charming. Like, and honestly, also be mindful of not pushing away good men. Ladies, don't do that, right? Like, you gotta, I know, like, we want sometimes the rough, the bad boy, the guy that takes charge and all this stuff, but also you can have that too, but don't push away a man who's willing to be vulnerable with you or cry in front of you, or don't take that as a sign of weakness. It's just them being able to express themselves and be able to be vulnerable. Sometimes it's hard for a man to be vulnerable. Sometimes it's hard for a female to be vulnerable. So I'm not saying that you should automatically just get in a relationship just to get in a relationship. You should really hone on and pay attention to all the qualities that you look for in a person, and if they have it, and if they don't, on to the next, on to the next, right? I know it's like, it's so bad because you don't want to like keep next. Obviously, there's no perfect person in the world, and we all understand that. but there is a perfect person for you. You want someone you can laugh with. You want someone that you can bring around your parents. You want someone that you can bring around your friends. You want someone who's at least be able to articulate themselves properly in front of your friends and your peers. You want someone who will respect you, who will not only call you by your name, but call you by the title that you are. This is my woman, so-and-so. This is my girlfriend, so-and-so. Not, this is Ayana. This is Martin. Like, no. You know what I mean? Pay attention to that too, okay? Because if a guy can't even address you as such, like who you are to him, and he just calls you by name, that means he ain't got no plans for you. I agree with Steve Harvey. He ain't got no plans for you. Seriously. Like, don't settle. Because then you will be settling for garbage. There can be the finest men in the world and their attitudes stink. You know, you can be so cute sometimes. You can find an intelligent man, has the best job, like everything that you want in the person. And yet, he can't even open the door for you. He can't even walk on the side of the street where the cars are coming. He can't even pull out your chair. He can't even let you go first. He can't finish a conversation without saying having the last word. He can't stop degrading you and belittling you every single time. No, okay? You gotta. That's where you have to know your worth. And once that stuff comes in, you gotta nip it in the butt. Like, not today. Not today. Okay, that's just a little snippet for today because I get so passionate. You know what I'm saying? I get so passionate that it's just like I can go on and on and on and on. And I could talk about this for a very long time. But just to conclude, focus on taking care of you. Go to the gym. Eat right. Okay? Talk to your dermatologist. Make your skin clear. You know what I mean? Smell good. Hygiene, ladies. Hygiene, men. Okay? Smell good. Look good. Okay? If you're a Christian or whatever you believe in, like, you know, take that time to pray, to meditate, to focus on what's important in life. You know what I mean? Take care of your work-life balance, your spirituality, spend time with your friends, spend time with your family, spend time with what's important to you guys, and create memories, lasting memories. You know what I mean? Because to be completely honest, once you get into that committed relationship, I mean, you're with that person forever, but it's really like that person, it like takes up your time. You know what I mean? That's why I say embrace your singleness, embrace it now. Because when you're married, you have to answer to that one person. You know what I mean? You're constantly, it's not about you anymore. It's about you and whoever you're with. It's not gonna be about what am I doing today? It's what are we doing today? You see what I'm saying? So right now, take this opportunity to just focus on me. Know your standards, be confident, be consistent about it. Know your worth. Take care of you mentally, spiritually, financially. Save if you have to. Live on your own. Travel if you have to on your own. Do things that you love now. And have fun. You know what I mean? When you are okay with yourself, that's when the floodgates open. That's when the doors open. That's when you least expect it. Someone will come into your life. I'm telling you, when you're not focused on it, it's when you least expect it. It shows up. Like, wow, really. So that's for today. I hope you enjoy it. See me next time. I said muffins. Lord Jesus. Love muffins, okay? My love muffins. Please subscribe to your girl relationship therapy. And I know, I haven't been in like a relationship or been married for so long. I mean, it's coming up on 2 years and all this stuff. And how do I know a lot about relationships? I'm just going through like my personal experiences and what I've learned thus far, and also what I've noticed through other people. Not to like be, I guess, annoying or whatever, but I was engaged before. So I feel like I know what I'm talking about a little bit, and then I got married. You know what I'm saying? So I think I know a little something. I hope I'm helping you guys, and please like share your comments, your thoughts, things that you would like for me to talk about, and I'll be 100% honest with y'all. You know, it's a conversation, and we're gonna keep it going. So see you in the next video. Subscribe, comment.